Hi guys, it's Phoebe, and today I will be doing Chess.com's Puzzle Rush. I will be trying to basically beat my record of 43. Currently I am at 22, but here is a catch. I have already gotten 2 puzzles wrong. Clumsy me, I should have thought more. But nonetheless, let's try to beat my record. So white just played queen to g3 in this position, and this looks like a winning piece position. I'm thinking of queen takes g3. After f takes d3, bishop can go to c3 and pin the rook to the king. And capture the piece. Rook takes f4. In this position, I think I see checkmate. Queen takes h7, king takes h7, rook to h1. After queen or rook blocks, I can just take those and that would be checkmate. Rook to b1 in this position. I'm thinking of what about rook takes d2 after the rook takes queen. Rook takes queen, but then this rook is hanging, so I don't know if that would be the best move. What about queen takes b1, queen takes b1, rook takes b1, rook takes b1, bishop takes d2. If rook goes to b8 check, king g7, and then my rook can, this knight is hanging, and the back rank is also free, so I can play rook to d1 check, and if the rook were to move back, then I would take the knight and win it. Okay, here goes nothing. King g7, and yeah. Queen takes d4. What does this threaten? This threatens to take my queen, but I think I have a counterattack. Rook h8, a classic. King takes h8, sorry. Queen to h5, check. King moves back to g8, and queen h7, checkmate. White played d6. I feel like this is some sort of checkmating move. Maybe there's a forced mate after knight g4 because it sort of puts white into a mating net and they can't escape no matter what. Oh wait, so I actually didn't think about what I would play after this move. I think I'm just missing the mate, but then what? Is there a way to win a piece, maybe? Right. And then you can win a minor piece, which in this case is the bishop. And now that they're threatening to promote, I think we can check. Queen to b5. This looks like we would have some sort of counter attack. Maybe after rook takes h2, king takes h2, queen f2 check, and that would be checkmate. and queen g2 checkmate. Bishop takes g4. And I think I see a checkmate in one. Knight takes g6 because this queen is pinning this queen to the king. They cannot take, this rook is pinning this pawn to the king, and it cannot take the pawn on g6. Black played king to g8. I think I see some sort of fork here. After knight takes h7, queen takes h7. Then potentially queen d8 check. And no matter where the king moves, I can play queen to c7 check, which would win this bishop. King e6. I'm pretty sure there's a checkmate in one here. Rook d6 is a checkmate. The king can't move anywhere else. Queen e2. If I were to take the queen, could I promote in time? I honestly don't really think so. Oh, I think I could because I have the e as well as the a pawn. We just need to figure out which one to move first. I think I should move the e pawn first. And then move the e pawn again, move the a pawn, keep moving the a pawn, keep moving the a pawn, and then queen. Okay, queen e6. What are they threatening? To take the rook on g4. However, I think we can counter. Queen f8, check, rook takes f8, rook takes f8, king h7, then there's rook h8 checkmate. If after queen f8, king moves directly to h7, my rook can go to h1, queen h6, rook takes h6, that would be checkmate. Queen takes c7. I don't see a super big threat on white's part, but I guess this gives us a chance to attack white's position. I don't really see anything too special right now. I'm thinking rook b2, but then the king can move to e1, for example, and I don't see how I could further the attack from there. However, I just realized the queen is also attacking the knight on e2. So what if we were to attack it enough times for it to be lost? I really want to play rook to b2, but then I don't want to risk getting this question wrong. I don't really see any other good move though. I was thinking of maybe a queen trap, but that's not really seem possible because white's queen still has quite a lot of squares that it can move to. So I do think rook to b2 is the right move. King moves to e1, and then what? queen d3 maybe. But then I don't really see what I can do after that. Queen d3 seems like the most reasonable move right now because it keeps attacking this knight. Okay, and then the queen took on f7, I'll take back. That question was hard, good, I got it over with. King b3, then what? Rook c3 maybe, king a4, rook a2 check, king b5, bishop a6 checkmate. Let's review that. Rook 8c3 check, king a4, rook a2, king b5, bishop a6 checkmate. The king can't go here because of the rook, not here because of the rook, and not here because of the pawn. Rook takes d4. This looks like some sort of trying to promote kind of position. How about knight d7? Because if rook were to take d7, okay, but my back, I have to watch out for my back rank. It's kind of loose right now. Okay, I have it. Knight d7, rook will have to take d7, then I can play rook h6 check. If king takes h6, I can queen into the check. And then if they don't take and play king g5, for example, then what? Huh. Okay, let's think this over. Knight d7, rook takes d7, rook h6 check. We already know the variation where I queen and then the back rank is not threatened because black loses a tempo. And if black plays king g5, then what? Then I don't think I can really queen right now because my back rank would be dead. Maybe knight d7 isn't the best move. Knight d7 seems like the most reasonable move though, because if I were to play rook a1, then the rook will just take my knight and then that'll be done for me. If I move my king to g1, then the rook can still take my knight, so knight d7 is the most reasonable move. Rook takes knight, now let's figure it out from here. So I need to protect my back rank. I can't play king g1 because my pawn is hanging. The reasonable move is rook h6 check, but what happens, the thing is what happens if the king does not take my rook? If the king does not take the rook, then okay, right now rook h6 is the most reasonable move, I would say. So I'll play it. King g5. Okay, this is what I dreaded, the position that I dreaded. What happens if I play rook takes h3? Then I just lose my f7 pawn, which does not look pretty for me. Or I could play rook g6, check, and then queen into a knight. That is smart of me. And I will take my... Yeah. Okay. White plays g3. My king is checked, and I have two squares that are possible. King takes f3 or king f5. We just need to figure out which one is better. King f5 right now looks better because it doesn't allow the king on h4 to escape to this square. Because if this were to take, then the king can escape, right? But if the king were to stay here, then the king would be trapped. And if the pawn does move up again, then my king can move back here. And I'm threatening checkmate once again. And this is a free bishop for me. King f8. What should we do in this position? Looks like it would be some sort of checkmating position, but right now I don't see how I could gain an advantage. What about knight takes g5? That threatens checkmate. F takes g5. And then how do I continue that? Knight takes g5, f takes g5. I really don't see what I can do after that. Maybe I can move my rook up, rook e3, rook f3, but then I would just leave the e7 square open for the king. But that's alright, right? Okay, knight to e5. And I don't see why I can't take this knight. I can take it, right? Maybe there's a better move because I don't want to mess this up. Knight takes e5, f takes g5. Maybe we could have rook to f5 check. Bishop f6 and rook takes f6, and we are up a minor piece. Bishop f7. think white left his position too unprotected. I'm thinking of playing maybe... Okay, I was thinking of rook g1 check. After king b2, I could move my knight into the position, but then if the king were to play king a2, I don't know how I can further that attack at all. I'm considering rook g7 as maybe a defense, and if the bishop moves away, then what? If the bishop moves away, then I don't know what I would do with my position. So far I'm still thinking of rook g1, but then king a2 just breaks everything off, so I guess that really isn't an option for me. And I have to do something quickly because my rook is under threat. Bishop takes g6 is a problem in this position. Potentially the queen could checkmate the king. And I think in this case, this would be a defense kind of position while winning a piece, because we are equal in material, but I don't think knight takes f7, rook takes f7, for example, is good, because that just loses the queen, and rook g7 seems like the only sufficient defensive move in this position. Okay, well, I got that wrong. That is extremely sad. I did not beat my record of 43. I got 38 instead. Let's just review this puzzle real quick and see what the right move was. Oh, so rook g1 was the right move? Oh, I should have checked that, because like I was thinking queen g7, queen g8 checkmate, but then I totally forgot that the rook was protecting that square. And yeah, I should have played that. Well, that is all. I'm afraid I did not beat my record of 43. Maybe next video I'll try to beat that again. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and at least took something out of the mistakes that I made. And yeah, have a great day.